Breaking news that could put $2,200 directly into your pocket. The Senate has just approved groundbreaking legislation that millions of Americans have been eagerly awaiting. But the question remains, will you qualify for this instant stimulus refund? What if I told you that money could be in your account within days of applying? The details of this new law might surprise you, as the qualification requirements differ significantly from previous stimulus programs. And I'm here to break down exactly how this works, who qualifies, and the fastest way to secure your payment. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right now, so you never miss these critical updates that could literally put thousands of dollars in your bank account. The economic landscape continues to evolve rapidly, and this latest development represents one of the most significant financial relief measures we've seen in recent months. After weeks of intense negotiations and mounting public pressure, Congress finally reached a consensus on a targeted stimulus refund designed to provide immediate financial support to households still feeling the economic squeeze. Unlike previous broad-based stimulus payments, this refund program takes a more targeted approach by focusing on specific economic factors that may have impacted your financial situation over the past year. What makes this stimulus refund different from previous payments is the mechanism through which it is being distributed. Rather than automatically sending checks to all taxpayers under certain income thresholds, this program requires an application process that has been streamlined specifically to ensure rapid processing and disbursement. The legislation includes funding for dramatically expanded processing capacity, with a stated goal of reviewing applications and issuing payments within 7 to 10 business days, a significant departure from the weeks or even months many Americans waited for previous stimulus payments. The qualification parameters for this refund have been carefully calibrated to reach those most in need of economic support. Individuals earning less than $75,000 annually and married couples filing jointly with incomes below $150,000 form the core eligibility group, with partial payments available for those slightly above these thresholds. Additionally, there are further qualifying factors that could increase your payment amount based on specific financial circumstances experienced during the past year. Have you faced unexpected medical expenses, education costs, or housing challenges? These factors could potentially increase your refund amount beyond the base payment. Many viewers have been asking exactly how much money they could receive through this program. While the headline figure of $2,200 represents the maximum payment for qualifying individuals, the actual amount varies based on several factors, including income level, household size, and specific financial hardships documented in your application. For example, households with dependents may receive additional amounts per qualifying dependent regardless of age, a significant change from previous stimulus measures that often excluded adult dependents. Furthermore, those who can demonstrate specific economic hardships may qualify for supplemental payments beyond the base amount. The application process itself has been designed with accessibility and speed in mind. According to the newly enacted legislation, eligible Americans will be able to apply through multiple channels, including an online portal, mobile application, phone system, and even in person at designated government offices. This multi-channel approach aims to ensure that all eligible individuals, regardless of technological access or comfort level, can successfully navigate the application process. Moreover, the application now comes with improved digital tools and real-time support options that help guide applicants through each step. As you prepare your application, having the right documentation ready could be the difference between receiving your payment promptly or facing frustrating delays. Based on the information released so far, applicants should be prepared to provide basic identification, tax filing status, and documentation of any qualifying financial hardships they have experienced, which might include medical bills, housing payment records, education expenses, or evidence of reduced income. Verification of dependent status will also be required. And the good news is that much of this documentation can be submitted electronically, significantly streamlining the process compared to previous government assistance programs that often demanded extensive paperwork and in-person visits. Another fascinating aspect of this stimulus refund program is its innovative funding mechanism. Rather than adding to the national deficit Lawmakers have identified specific revenue sources to cover the projected $380 billion cost of the program. These sources include temporary adjustments to corporate tax provisions, the reallocation of previously approved but unspent funds from earlier relief packages, and enhanced enforcement of existing tax laws targeting high-income tax avoidance. This thoughtful funding approach was crucial in securing bipartisan support for the legislation, addressing concerns about fiscal responsibility while still providing meaningful economic relief. Beyond providing direct payments, economic analysts predict that this program will have a significant stimulative effect as funds circulate through local economies. Small businesses, particularly in the retail, food service, and personal services sectors, could see substantial revenue increases as recipients use their refunds for both necessary expenses and discretionary spending. Have you considered how you might use your potential refund, whether paying down debt, covering essential expenses, or finally making that purchase you've been putting off? Your spending decisions, combined with those of millions of other Americans, will ultimately shape the overall economic impact of this program. Implementation timelines have been clearly outlined in the legislation, with the application system scheduled to go live within 30 days of enactment, meaning eligible Americans could begin submitting applications by early next month, with the first wave of payments potentially arriving in bank accounts by mid-month. Officials have emphasized that direct deposit will significantly accelerate payment delivery compared to physical checks. So ensuring your banking information is correctly provided during the application process is crucial. For those concerned about potential fraud or security issues, the legislation includes substantial funding for enhanced security measures throughout the application and distribution process. Multi-factor authentication will be required for online applications, and sophisticated verification systems will cross-reference application data with existing government databases to confirm eligibility, helping to prevent fraud while maintaining the streamlined application process necessary for rapid distribution. Although critics have raised questions about the targeted nature of the program, suggesting that the application requirement might create barriers for those most in need, proponents highlight the multiple application channels and simplified requirements as strong evidence of a commitment to accessibility. Additionally, the legislation provides funding for community outreach programs specifically designed to assist vulnerable populations in navigating the application process. Local nonprofits, libraries, and community centers are expected to play active roles in these outreach efforts, offering hands-on assistance and additional guidance to ensure no eligible individual is left behind. In the broader economic context, this stimulus refund comes at a time when mixed economic signals persist. While employment figures have gradually improved, many households continue to face financial pressures from rising costs in essential areas like housing, food, and healthcare. The targeted nature of this program is meant to address these specific pain points by directing resources toward those experiencing ongoing financial challenges rather than distributing payments universally. However, whether this approach will effectively reach all those in need remains a key question as implementation begins. The political journey of this legislation offers interesting insights into current governance. After months of gridlock, the bill's passage with bipartisan support suggests a potential shift toward more collaborative approaches on economic issues. Several key compromises shaped the final legislation, including targeted eligibility requirements, specific funding mechanisms, and robust oversight provisions. Compromises that enabled the bill to secure sufficient votes from both parties, albeit after significant debate and amendments. For those wondering about potential tax implications, the legislation explicitly states that these stimulus refunds will not be considered taxable income for federal purposes, meaning recipients won't face unexpected tax bills when filing their returns next year. However, individual state tax treatments may vary, so it is wise to research how your specific state handles federal stimulus payments to avoid any surprises during tax season. As with any major government program, implementation challenges are anticipated despite extensive planning. Officials have acknowledged that the ambitious timeline could face obstacles, particularly if application volumes exceed projections in the early phases. Contingency plans include phased application windows based on factors such as birth month or last name to manage system capacity, although the stated preference remains to maintain an open application system, if technically feasible. These potential adjustments highlight the ongoing balance between speed and system stability that administrators must navigate. In anticipation of the application period, consumer advocates have already begun publishing guidance for potential applicants, emphasizing key recommendations such as gathering necessary documentation in advance, ensuring that personal information matches exactly across all submitted materials, and applying during off-peak hours to avoid potential system slowdowns. Experts also strongly recommend enabling account notifications to receive prompt updates about application status and any requests for additional information that might otherwise delay processing. As we continue to monitor the evolving situation, rest assured that we will keep you informed with every important update. If you found this update helpful, please like this video and share it with friends and family who might benefit from this critical information. Drop a comment below with any questions you have about the stimulus refund program, and I'll do my best to address them in upcoming videos. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss these vital updates that could potentially put thousands of dollars in your pocket. And stay tuned as we bring you the very latest on this developing story, along with deeper insights and further analysis as new details emerge.